Hello, everyone. This is Al, RedSoxFan, coming to you from Al, RedSoxFan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to bring you Stratomatic Baseball. Card and Dice makes everything nice. 1976 Bicentennial Tournament, East Region Final, Game 3, best of 3. The Cleveland Indians and the New York Yankees. Twilight Zone Baseball, 1976 style. Up next on the channel. Alrighty. Series is tied at 1. Joining us here in the Bronx is Highlight Heyday. Check out and subscribe to that wonderful channel. He is playing a game which he uses an Excel setup, It's hurling, which is an Irish game similar to field hockey, lacrosse, and as our good friend Highlight Heyday put it, and I agree, because I remember seeing that sport years ago on Wide World of Sports, Sticks and Bloody Noses, and that's sure what it is. Good to see you here, my friend. Hope all is well. All right. Well, we've had some epic games here in these best-of-3 series for the Yankees and the Indians. Indians lost Game 1 after tying it in the 8th. That game went 17 innings, walk-off homer, Roy White. He went from GOAT because he caused the error that allowed the Indians to tie the game in the top of the 8th. Then he had the walk-off homer in the 17th. Game 2, 2-1 Indians. This time, the horrific error was made by Mickey Rivers in center. The Yankees could not overcome it. 2-1 Indians. So we go to Game 3. Indians go with a surprise starter. We're going to go with Rick Waits. He's only good for 4 innings as a starter, but it's all hands on deck. The reason why we went with Rick Waits, -4 on the hold. And that's important, not to allow Rivers, Randolph, and Roy White to get to second almost automatically if they're able to get to first. So Rick Waits for the Indians gets the start. He is a left-handed hurler. In 1976, he was 7-9, 4 ERA, 22 starts, struck out 65, walked 54, allowed 7 homers. Rick Manning leads off center field. Batting second, shortstop Larvel Blanks. Rico Cardi is the DH, batting third. Cleanup hitter, left fielder George Hendrick. Batting fifth at third base, Buddy Bell. At first base, batting sixth, Boog Powell. Ray Fosse does the catching. He'll bat seventh. In right field, batting eighth, Charlie Spikes. Playing second base, batting ninth, Dwayne Kuiper. For the Yankees here in the Bronx, excuse me, Jim Catfish Hunter gets his first start of the series. 17-15, 3.53 ERA, 36 starts. He gave up 28 homers, struck out 173 while walking 68. He did start in the prior series against the Brewers. You have to go with 4 starters before you can go back to the number 1 starter. Mickey Rivers leads things off in center field. Batting second at second base, Willie Randolph. Thurman Munson does the catching. He'll bat third. Cleanup hitter, first baseman Chris Chambliss. Batting fifth, switch hitting left fielder Roy White. Playing third, batting sixth, Greg Nettles. He had 32 homers in 1976, and I do believe that led the league in homers that year. Getting his first start of the series and in the tournament, the DH, right-hand batting Otto Velez. Batting 8th, playing right field, Lou Piniella. Playing shortstop, batting 9th, Fred Chicken Stanley. So, Catfish Hunter looking to send the Yankees to the East Region Championship of the Bicentennial Tournament 1976. He is a right-handed hurler. Point of weakness check starts in the 9th. For Rick Waits, as I stated, point of weakness check starts in the 4th inning. All hands on deck for both teams. This could be sort of a bullpen game as we play mix and match for the Cleveland Indians. The Yankees have the more powerful team. The Indians are going to try to win with just pure grit and guts. Catfish Hunter done with his warm-up tosses. How's the sound quality? I hope the sound quality's well. Video quality looks good. All right, here we go. Rick Manning to lead things off against Catfish Hunter. Manning, left-handed batter. Hunter has the sign from Munson. The pitch homeward bound to Rick Manning. 1-5, right-handed pitcher. We have a 1, we have a 5. That is a single to center. So Rick Manning singles to center. Catfish Hunter is a 0 hold, but Munson is a -2 arm. And again, the way I play it, I do not use the extra hold as you should in the game. I just go off the pitcher's hold rating and the catcher's throwing rating. So Rick Manning's not going anywhere. Larvell Blank steps to the plate. He's an A bunter. We're just going to move Manning along, play a little small ball here. They're going to play for the bunt. So it'll be a B bunter. Hunter deals. Blank squares. Oh, no, that's a bad bunt. Let's see. B bunter. Batter is thrown out by third baseman. Runner advances. So it's still a good bunt. Nettles thought about going to second, then wisely took the out at first. 1 out. Manning to second. That is a sack bunt. 5-3 as Chambliss was able to get back to the bag. Manning, a 1-16 runner. That will bring up right-hand batting Rico Carty, the DH. Manning takes his lead at second. Munson sets the target to pitch to Rico Carty of the Cleveland Indians. 3-6 to Carty, right-handed pitcher. So we have a 3, we have a 6. That's a ground ball to short. Up with it is Stanley. Holding is Manning at second. Stanley throws to Chambliss, 2 away. Manning will be off on contact with 2 outs. He'll be a +2 runner from second, 1-18. Again, realistically, no one is held on at second. Either the shortstop goes over and kicks some dirt at the bag or tries to sneak in behind him, or the second baseman does that. That's not really holding someone on. So we don't hold anyone on at second. Two outs. The Indians will be looking for a clutch hit from left fielder George Hendrick. Righty-righty matchup. Hunter to Hendrick. Manning off on contact. 3-9. 3-9. Swing and a miss. The side is retired. Manning is stranded at second. We go to the bottom of the first here in the Bronx. No score. (1976) Indians, 1976 Yankees. Forgot to write that in. Indians finished 4th. Obviously, the Yankees finished 1st. Indians 81-78. Yankees 97-62. Okay. So Rick Waits, in a pressure situation here, gets the start. First appearance in the Bicentennial tournament. And it comes in the final of the East region, Game 3, best of 3. Waits will face Rivers, Randolph, Munson. If anyone gets on, the cleanup hitter, first baseman Chris Chambliss. You want to keep Mickey Rivers off the base paths. He's a double-A stealer. Rick Waits, -4 on the hold. Ray Fosse, 0 on the throwing arm. Waits, in a lefty-lefty matchup, deals to Mickey Rivers off the Rick Waits card. 4-7 left-handed batter. We have a 4, we have a 7. That is a walk. Oh, Mickey Rivers battles Rick Waits to a walk. Boy, say that 10 times fast. Now, as a double-A stealer, 1 through 17, -4 is 1 through 13. Billy Martin says go, and he is safe. So even with that tremendous hold rating by Rick Waits, Rivers steals second. He's in scoring position for Willie Randolph. Randolph is a B bunter. If he bunts, he goes to a C. And that's just what he's going to do. Billy Martin's going to play Billy ball, a.k.a. small ball. Randolph squares the bunt. That's a 6 on a C. I do believe that's a good bunt. A 6 on a C. Rivers will advance to third. Fielding it at first is Boog Powell. He turns and flips to Kuiper for the out. 1 out, Mickey Rivers at second. That is a sack. 3-4 on the wheel play. Mark Jones has joined us here, Hope All as well. Mark Jones says, using the APA basic game, I played a fictional World Series with the 1942 St. Louis Cardinals and the 1942 Kansas City Monarchs. Monarchs won 4-0, and Satchel Paige pitched a no-hitter. Love me some Satchel Paige. Awesome sauce, my friend. Thank you for sharing that. So Rivers at second. Thurman Munson, the Yankee captain, steps to the right-hander's batter's box. Lefty-righty matchup. Waits has a sign from Fosse. The pitch to Thurman Munson. 6-8. Right-handed batter. You have a 6, you have an 8. Strike 3 on the breaking pitch. Outside corner. Munson barks at the call. Excellent job by Fosse framing it. 2 down. Will the Yankees strand a runner at second as the Indians did in the top of the first? We're here in the bottom of the first, no score. Rivers at second, 2 outs for Chris Chambliss. Left-hand batting first baseman for the Bronx Bombers. Waits deals to Chambliss. Off the Chambliss card, 1-6. Lefty-lefty, 1-6. Hard hit ball to second. Kuiper has it over to Powell. Side is retired. The Yankees, as did the Indians, strand a runner at second. We go to the top of the second. No score here in the Bronx. The winner takes the American League East Region Final of the Bicentennial Tournament. They will await the West Region Final winner. That tournament will start up in the near future of the American League East, grant you, when this portion of the tournament is done. So a good inning for Rick Waits. Joel Horland, 20, says, hey, Al, did you get your peace sign from T-Sean's baseball card theater YouTube channel? No. I don't even know what that is. So Catfish Hunter back up on the bump. He will face Buddy Bell, Boog Powell, Ray Fosse. If anyone gets on for the Tribe, right fielder Charlie Spikes. Here's Buddy Bell. Righty-righty matchup. The windup and the pitch from Hunter to Buddy Bell. Off the Bell card, right-handed pitcher. 2-7. A 2 and a 7. Hard hit ball to short. Fred Chicken Stanley has it. Throws to Chambliss. 1 down. Scoring at home, 6-3. With 1 out, no one on, Boog Powell steps to the left-hander's batter's box. Powell, former Baltimore Oriole, past his prime, looking to turn back the hands of time. Here's the pitch to Boog Powell from Jim Catfish Hunter. Off the Powell card, right-handed pitcher, 3-7. A 3 and a 7. Powell battles the Catfish to a walk. The slow-footed Indians first baseman advances to first. Powell, not a threat to steal, will not be held on. 1 out, 1 on for the Cleveland catcher, Ray Fosse. He's a right-handed stick. Munson wiggles the fingers. Hunter nods his head. The pitch to Ray Fosse. 2-6 to Ray Fosse. Righty-righty matchup. 2-6. Single to right center field. Powell's going to go first to third. He had a really good read on it. Piniella cuts it off in the gap, avoiding extra bases for Fosse. But now runners are on the corners for the Indians. First and third, no outs. The Tribe looking to strike first with a tomahawk chop blast. They're hoping from the bat of Charlie Spikes. Yankees will play for 2. Munson has a quick word with Hunter, now back behind the plate. The pitch to Charlie Spikes, righty-righty matchup. 6-10 off the Hunter card, right-handed batter. We have a 6, we have a 10. That's a shallow fly ball to right. Coming in is Piniella. He fires towards the plate. The ball is cut off. Powell bluffed but did not go. That fly ball C. Runner holds. .610. Yep, fly ball C. All right, 2 outs. Number 9 batter, Dwayne Kuiper. So the Indians hoping for some magic from the Kuiper bat. Hunter has the sign. The pitch to Dwayne Kuiper, left-hand batting second baseman for the Indians. 3-12, right-handed pitcher. 3-12, ground ball to short. Stanley has it, throws to first. The side is retired. The Tribe strand him on the corners. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. Good job by the Yankees and Catfish Hunter. Cleveland's had 2 opportunities, and they've stranded 3 runners. Rick Waits will come out to have his warm-up tosses between the innings as he's preparing for the bottom of the second. The Yankees will send up Roy White, Greg Nettles, Otto Velez. If anyone gets on, Sweet Lou Piniella. Switch hitting Roy White digs into the right-hander's batter's box. Waits to White. Say that 10 times fast. 3-10. Left-handed pitcher. We have a 3, we have a 10. Line shot. Buddy Bell, a step and a dive to his left, robbing a potential double down the left field line off the bat of Roy White. What a play by Buddy Bell. 1 down. Greg Nettles steps to the left-hander's batter's box. Nettles with 32 homers in 1976. He awaits the Waits offering. Here's the pitch to Greg Nettles. 2-5. Lefty-lefty matchup. 2-5. Breaking pitch in the dirt, swing and a miss. Applying the tag to complete the strikeout is Ray Fosse. Second strikeout for Rick Waits. Alternate History 100 has joined us, commenting on Mark Jones, who did a mythical World Series 1942 between the St. Louis Cardinals and Kansas City Monarchs. Alternate History says, Mark Jones, wow, I can imagine some celebration on that one. Maybe they can get Joe Louis to ride in the victory parade. Alternate History 100, Otto the Swatto. D. Scott Howard's joined us here in the Bronx. He's in the press booth, a.k.a. the chat. If you're watching along, feel free to jump in the chat, where it's always a friendly place. 2 outs, base is empty for Sweet Lou Piniella, the Yankee. Oh, wait a second. For Otto Velez, the DH. He's in here because Waits is a left-handed hurler. The pitch to Otto Velez, 1-5. Oh, boy. 1-5. Oh, he just missed something good, but he keeps the inning alive with a walk. Waits issues his second walk of the game. Otto Velez will not be held on. He's an East Steeler, 2 outs. He'll be a +2 runner, 1 through 14 when advancing on the base paths. Now Sweet Lou Piniella comes up. Piniella stares out at the mound. Waits stares in at the catcher. Fosse sets a target. The pitch to Piniella. Off the Rick Waits card, right-handed batter. We have a 5-11. 5-11. Single to left. Otto Velez, 1 through 14. Hendrick, -2 arm. Stanley coming up. Well, Velez can score from second. He's going to be held. First and second, 2 outs. So Waits gets the first 2 Yankees, then deals a walk to Velez, a single to Piniella, 2 outs, 2 on for the number 9 batter, one of Billy Martin's favorites, Fred Chicken Stanley. Can the Chicken come through with a double cluck? Waits takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. He rocks and deals to Fred Chicken Stanley, 1-8. 1-8. 1 hopper. Back to Waits. He throws to first. The side is retired. The Yankees strand 2. Again, that was a 1-8 left-handed pitcher. Ground ball B. Both teams have stranded 3 runners in 2 innings. We go to the top of the 3rd. The deciding game of the American League East region for the Bicentennial Tournament Championship in the American League East region. Top of 3, it will be the top of the order for the Indians. Manning, Blanks, Cardi. If anyone gets on, George Hendrick to face Jim Catfish Hunter. Mike Terranova, SOM76. How are you? Check out and subscribe to that wonderful channel. Clinton Parks, how you doing? We also have Joel Horland 20, D. Scott Howard, Alternate History 100. Please check out and subscribe to his channel. Mark Jones and Highlight Heyday. Check out and subscribe to his wonderful channel. Top of 3, winner takes the East region. Loser is out of the Bicentennial Tournament, 1976 style. Rick Manning is 1 for 1. He singled, reached second on the sac bunt from Larvell Blanks. Hunter to Manning, righty-lefty matchup. Off the Hunter card, left-handed batter, we have a 5-7. 5-7. Ground ball to second. Willie Randolph, range error check. He is a 2E25. That's a 10. We go to the error check. E25. That's a 7. E25. He boots the ball. It ticks off his glove. Randolph chases it down quite quickly in shallow right. Manning took a wide turn around first, scampers back to first. So Manning is on. That will bring up Larvell Blanks. And you know what Blanks is going to do? The same thing he did his first time. He's going to square to bunt. They're playing for the bunt. He goes from an A bunter to a B bunter. And that's going to be successful. Advancing to second on another good sack bunt by Larvell Blanks is Rick Manning. But now there's one out. So Blanks bunts it down the third base line. Only play for Nettles was to first. Again, Chambliss got back in time to cover the bag. 5-3. Manning at second. One out for Rico Carty. Carty grounded to short. He's 0 for 1. Carty trying to put the Tribe on the board here in the Bronx. The Yankees say they'll send the Indians back to their reservation, a.k.a. back to Cleveland, Ohio, and the mistake by the lake. Here's the pitch to Rico Carty with Manning at second, one out. Off the Carty card, righty-righty matchup. That's a 3-8. A 3 and an 8. Hunter comes in tight, popped up left side. The chicken man, Fred Stanley, waits for it to come down. The shortstop makes the play. 2 down. Manning will be off on contact +2. There'll be a 1 through 18 runner. George Hendrick came up in the same situation in the first, but struck out. Can he produce fruit? Can he knock Rick Manning in? Hunter looks in at Thurman Munson. He rocks and deals to George Hendrick. 5-3 righty-righty matchup. 5-3 fly ball out to left field. Oh, boy. Roy White is a 3E5. That's a 10. I believe that's going to go to an error check. Yes, it will. He's an E5. They've already made one error in this inning. 7 on an E5 to left. White going back towards the line in the corner. Makes a juggling catch. The side is retired. Yankees fans and Billy Martin breathe a sigh of relief. Once again, George Hendrick cannot come up with a clutch hit. Manning stranded at second as he was in the first. We go to the bottom of the third. No score here in the Bronx. Winner takes the American League East region of the 1976 Bicentennial Tournament. Due up in the bottom of the third to face the Cleveland hurler, the left-handed Rick Waits. Top of the order, Rivers, Randolph, Munson. If anyone gets on, Chris Chambliss. Cutter Historical has joined us at the ballpark. Check out and subscribe to that channel. Good to see you, Jeff. So Rick Waits trying to throw a third consecutive shutout inning. He's been in a pickle, but has pitched out of it in innings 1 and 2. Here's the pitch homeward bound in a lefty-lefty matchup. Waits to Mickey Rivers. Off the Rick Waits card, left-handed batter. We have a 6-11. 6-11, ground ball to first. Powell has it. Will toss to Rick Waits covering the bag. Rivers is 0 for 1 now. He did walk and steal a base in his first at-bat. 1 out, bottom of the third. Alternate History 100 says, since we're promoting, I put up a new episode tonight. What if America bought Canada? Well, they would be Americans. So, yeah, he has some good stuff on Alternate History 100 channel. One out for Willie Randolph. He has no official at bat. He had a sack bunt in the first. The windup and the pitch to Randolph from the left-handed hurling Rick Waits. 4-4. Right-handed batter. We have a 4 and a 4. Ground ball to third. Buddy Bell is a 2E21. That is a 1. Buddy Bell makes a dive for it. I think it's going to get by him. And it does. Single into left. Bell took a step and a dive to his right. Could not get to that hard hit ground ball. Randolph reaches. He's a double-A stealer. He's going to go with 1 out. And again, the way I play it, you have Rick Waits a -4. Ray Fosse's a 0. I don't do the extra hold, just in case you're watching for the first time. So that's -4. Randolph is a double-A stealer, 1 through 17, -4, 1 through 13. And he just gets in under the tag. Slapping down the tag was a shortstop Blanks. A good head-first slide by Willie Randolph. Second stolen base by the Yankees. Rivers stole 1 in the first. So Randolph in scoring position with 1 out. Thurman Munson comes to the plate in the same position he was in the bottom of the first. During that at-bat, he struck out. The pitch to the Yankee captain from Rick Waits. Off the Waits card, right-handed batter. We have a 6-3 fly ball right field. Charlie Spikes is a 3E5. That's an 8. We go to the E5 error check. That's a 7. Well, I believe he'll make the play. And he does. Nice catch. Ranging to his left as he catches it in right center field quickly. Fires it back in. Randolph bluffs but does not go. Fly ball B. Runner on third scores. Other runners hold. Well, there's no runner on third. So Randolph holds on the medium fly ball to right. Munson 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position. 2 outs. Randolph will be off on contact. It'll be a 1 through 18 runner. It's up to Chris Chambliss, who also failed in the first inning when he grounded to Kuiper at second. Lefty-lefty matchup. Fosse wiggles the fingers. Waits nods his head. The pitch to the left-hand batting first baseman for the Yankees, Chris Chambliss. 1-11. 1-11. Slow chopper to second. Kuiper charges. Throws to Powell. They get Chambliss by 3 steps. Deja vu all over again for Chambliss as he ends another inning with a runner at second, grounding to Kuiper. We're through 3 here in the Bronx. The winner takes the American League East region of the Bicentennial tournament. So it's 1 and done. Each team has won a game in the best of 3. Yankees took game 1, walk-off homer in the 17th. Roy White goes from GOAT to hero. And then Mickey Rivers' horrific error in game 2 allows the Indians to defeat the Yankees 2-1. So here's the pivotal game 3. Oops. That is not correct. There we go. We go to the top of the 4th. Due up for the Indians to face Jim Catfish Hunter, Bell, Powell, Fosse. If anyone gets on, Charlie Spikes. Legend Sports Universe has joined us. Check out and subscribe to that channel. Very excited about his new boxing project coming up. He did a whole video on the process of the project. It's very interesting. I listened to it today while eating lunch at work, and I look forward to the boxing as well as I like the boxing. That's my favorite because I'm a big boxing fan. But he does baseball, football, using the EA games, I believe. But he creates every player and rates every player by himself. Before we start this inning, I will take a swig of water. Hope everyone's Monday has gone well. As Legend Sports Universe says, thank you, sir. Me too. Excited to get it rolling. I'm very excited. I enjoy listening to, mythical or hypothetical boxing matches because I can visualize it. Just like when I listen to someone do a baseball game, or something, or a football game, I can visualize it. But I love boxing, still my favorite sport. Buddy Bell is 0 for 1. He grounded to short. Hunter to Bell, righty-righty matchup. It's going to go off the Hunter card, 6-8. 6-8, swing and a miss. Bell is 0 for 2. Jim Catfish Hunter records his second strikeout. One out for Boog Powell. Powell worked a walk in his first at-bat. No official at-bat for Powell. Powell digs in the left-hander's batter's box. Hunter has the sign for Munson. Pitch homeward bound to Boog Powell. Off the Hunter card, left-handed batter, 5-6. A 5 and a 6. Shallow fly ball out to left. It's sinking fast. Racing in is Roy White. He makes the shoestring catch. Unbelievable. Taking it right off the grass. Powell and Frank Robinson and the rest of the Indians feel that ball dropped in, but the umpire put his arm up. That is out number 2. Wonderful catch by Roy White in left. 2 outs. Nobody on. Ray Fosse steps to the plate. He's 1 for 1. His one hit was a single. Fosse awaits the Hunter offering. The pitch to the Cleveland catcher, Ray Fosse. Righty-righty matchup. It's a 4-7. Right-handed batter, 4-7. A slight chance for a single, 1 through 5, and it's a single. Line shot into left center. Stanley went leaping for it, but didn't have the hops to snow cone it or snare it. Ray Fosse is 2 for 2. Inning stays alive for Charlie Spikes. Spikes flew out to right and Lou Piniella. Fosse will be off on contact. They're playing behind him. Fosse on the base paths with 2 outs will be a +2 runner. So 1 through 10. Hunter looks to the plate. He's ready. The pitch to Charlie Spikes in this righty-righty matchup. 2-10 off the Spikes card, right-handed pitcher. 2-10, single to center. Oh boy. Single to center. Mickey Rivers has a +3 arm, 2 outs. So Fosse 1 through 10 because of the 2 outs. +3 arm for Rivers, 1 through 13. They're going to send Ray Fosse. The throw by Mickey Rivers. Not in time. Off target. Nettles has to smother it. So the Indians run on the weak throwing Mickey Rivers in center. First and third, 2 outs. Indians have him on the corners once again. For Dwayne Kuiper. Kuiper grounded to short. He's 0 for 1. Hunter needs to regroup here. Getting the first 2 Indians, Bell and Powell. Then Fosse and Spikes single. Fosse at third, Spikes at first. Left-hand batting, Dwayne Kuiper at the plate. Munson pounds the mitt, sets the target. Kuiper looking to give the Tribe the lead. Here's the pitch from Hunter to Kuiper. Off the Hunter card, left-handed batter, 5-11. A 5-11 ground ball to first. It will be a range error check for Chambliss. Chambliss is a 3E9. That is a 9. Ground ball to first. We go to an error check. Again, Chambliss is an E9. 8 on the E9. Chambliss knocks the ball down, corrals it, throws to Catfish Hunter covering the bag, and they just nip Dwayne Kuiper. Excellent job by Chambliss sticking with that hard hit ball. The Tribe once again leave him on the corners. We go to the bottom of the fourth. No score here in the Bronx. Opportunities lost for both teams. Who will cash in first on their opportunity? We shall find out. So far, it's not the Indians. Rick Waits goes to the mound here in the bottom of the fourth. Point of weakness check. Waits has pitched well, throwing 3 shutout innings. He's been in a jam in those innings, but has wiggled his way out of it as a crafty lefty. Rick Waits will face Roy White, Greg Nettles, Otto Velez. If anyone gets on, Sweet Lou Piniella. Highlight Heyday says this project makes me want to replay the 1976 North American Soccer League season using Dice United with the Hartford Bicentennials versus the Boston Minutemen as the opener. I will listen to that, my friend. Neither of those teams were very good, if I remember correctly. Roy White lined to Buddy Bell, who made a step and a dive to his left, robbing White of a hit. Waits to White. Sounds like an Elmer Fudd moment. That is a 5-8 to Roy White. Switch hitter batting righty, so it's going to be a right-handed batter off the Waits card. 5-8, possible single, 1 through 7. No, he's robbed again. This time Larvell blinks with a backhanded stabbing, diving catch on the line drive off the bat of Roy White. What does White have to do to get a hit here? He could easily be 2 for 2. Instead, he is 0 for 2. He's lined out to Bell, lined out to Larvell, blanks. 1 out. Greg Nettles steps to the left-hander's batter's box. He was a strikeout victim in the second. Waits has the sign from Fosse. The pitch to Greg Nettles. We have a 5-8 lefty-lefty matchup. 5-8 fly ball to center field. Going back a bit is Rick Manning. Manning makes the catch, 2 away. Nettles retreats to the dugout. Christopher Slovak has joined us. Check out and subscribe to his wonderful channel. Hope all is well with you, Christopher. Two outs for Otto Velez. He walked his first time up. Here's the pitch to Otto Velez from the left-handed hurling Rick Waits. Off the Waits card, right-handed batter, 4-11. We go, so it's a right-handed batter. 4-11, he works a walk once again. More Elmer Fudd moments with me. So Velez is at first, definitely not a threat to steal. They'll play behind him with 2 outs. It'll be a +2 runner, 1 through 14. Lou Piniella singled his first time up. A very eerie situation here once again. First 2 batters are out. Then you got to walk with Velez. Can Piniella single or do better this time around? Waits has a word with the catcher, Ray Fosse. Make sure they're on the same page. He's back behind the plate. The pitch to Lou Piniella. Waits Might have hung one there. That's a 2-8 off the Piniella card. Left-handed pitcher, 2-8, and he did hang one there. It is a double off the center field wall. Had he rolled a 1, it would have been a homer. But it is a double with 2 outs. The relay throw will be from Manning, so we just take the -1 arm. I like to say it's a relay throw. Velez, 1 through 14. They're going to waive him from first. So he's 1 through 14 because there's 2 outs. He's a 1 through 12 plus 2, -1, 1 through 13. Here's the relay throw to the plate. He's out. He is out. He is cut down. Manning. The relay throw. Blanks. Throws to the plate. Fosse applies the tag. We stay knotted at 0. One through 14, -1 for the arm is 1 through 13. There's the 15. He is out at the plate. The side is retired. No ribby for Piniella. No score for the Yankees. We're through 4 here in the Bronx, and we're still scoreless in this deciding Game 3, best-of-3 in the American League East Region Final of the 1976 Bicentennial Tournament. So Velez is out, and we're going to call that 8-6-3. Billy Martin cannot believe it, but you got to send Otto Velez in that situation. Top of 5, Rick Waits. Okay, so Rick Waits, he almost hit point of weakness. He gave up a walk and a hit. And I think that's going to be it for Rick Waits. So he gets him through the 4 innings. Though we might let him pitch to Rivers. So when you reach point of weakness, if he gives up a walk and a hit next inning, he hits point of weakness. So Rick Waits will stay in. He'll face Stanley Rivers. They'll try to get him through the 5th on a very short leash. The crowd here in the Bronx still disappointed with Otto Velez being thrown out at the plate after Piniella doubles off the center field wall. LaRoche for Cleveland, as soon as he comes in, because he's pitched so much in this series, his point of fatigue starts immediately when he comes in, or the point of fatigue check. Top of the order for the Indians. No score in the top of the 5th. For the Tribe, facing Jim Catfish Hunter, Manning, Blanks, Cardi. If anyone gets on, Hendrick. Rick Manning is 1 for 2. He's been on base twice, though. He singled and reached on the error by Willie Randolph. Here's the pitch to Rick Manning from Jim Catfish Hunter. Off the Hunter card, left-handed batter, 4-7. We have a 4, we have a 7. 1 through 12 is a single. That is a single. Past the dive of Chris Chambliss, moving to his left. So that ball is hit into right field. Second hit for Rick Manning. Well, we've bunted with Larvell Blanks twice successfully, but then no one else gets a hit. Blanks is going to swing away. Yankees hoping for 2. They're holding Manning on at first, so he'll be a -1 runner on the base paths when advancing. The pitch to Blanks. He doesn't square to bunt this time. They're giving him the swing away. 4-4. Does it close the door on Blanks and Manning? 4-4 righty-righty matchup. 4-4 ground ball to third. Greg Nettles, range error check. Nettles is a 2E19. That's a 5. The slow chopper to third. Nettles charges. His only play is to first, so it acts like a swinging bunt without the sacrifice. Once again, Blanks is out 5-3. A strong throw by Nettles to Chambliss. 1 out. Manning in his usual spot with 1 out. Stands at second base. Rico Carty steps to the plate. Carty is 0 for 2. No score, top of the 5th. The winner takes the American League East region. They will await the winner of the American League West region. That tournament portion will start in the near future once this is done, which will be tonight. Hunter to Rico Carty, 110. Line shot to Nettles. Great reaction. He snares it. 2 down. Carty hits it on the screws. Nettles with a backhanded lunge to his left. Carty is retired. 2 outs. Manning will be off on contact 1-18. George Hendrick once again comes up with 2 outs and Manning at second. In this situation, George Hendrick is 0 for 2. He is looking to take out his boom bat. The boom bat has been quiet. Hunter has the sign for Munson. Munson calling for the breaking pitch. The pitch to George Hendrick. 6-7 to George Hendrick. Right-handed batter. So we go off the Hunter card. 6-7. Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. Munson quickly tags the leg of Hendrick. Hendrick is 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position with 2 strikeouts. That is the 3rd strikeout by Jim Catfish Hunter. And he has gotten George Hendrick twice. Hendrick is extremely upset with himself. We go to the bottom of the 5th. No score here in the house that Ruth built, Yankees Stadium, the Bronx, New York. Rick Waits will come out for yet another inning. He has thrown 4 scoreless innings thanks to the great play by Rick Manning, playing the ball off the center field wall. The relay throw to Blanks. Blanks to Fosse. They nail Otto Velez at the plate to end the bottom of the 4th. Thus, we are still scoreless. So Rick Waits to face Fred Chicken Stanley, followed by Mickey Rivers, Willie Randolph, Thurman Munson, if anyone gets on. The Indians' bullpen is ready. Stanley is 0 for 1. The pitch to Fred Chicken Stanley from the left-handed hurling Rick Waits. Left-handed pitcher, 1-9. 1-9. Fly ball out to right. Going back, now coming in is Charlie Spikes. Fred Chicken Stanley is 0 for 2. 2 outs, top of the order. Mickey Rivers has walked, stolen a base, grounded to first. He's 0 for 1. Waits, rocks and deals to Mickey Rivers. Mick the Quick, as he is known. 6-7, lefty-lefty matchup. 6-7, ground ball to second. Tough chance for Dwayne Kuiper. Kuiper is a 2E12. That is a 2, and it's a single. Bad luck by Kuiper. Only a 1 and a 2 are a hit in the range check. So it's a single past the dive of Kuiper into right field. Well, with 1 out, you know Mickey Rivers is going. Waits is a -4. Rivers is a AA Steeler 1-17. -4 is 1 through 13. Ray Fosse's arms is 0. We do not do the extra hold. There goes Mickey Rivers. And he just gets in there. Blanks again, applies a tag. Frank Robinson going insane. Boog Powell screaming. Everyone's screaming at the second base umpire. But Mickey Rivers is safe. 14 or higher, he would have been out. Because 1 through 17 minus 4 is 1 through 13. He just sneaks in there. Second stolen base for Mickey Rivers. Here's Willie Randolph. Randolph 1 for 1. He singled, stole a base, and had a successful sack in the first. Munson's 0 for 2 on deck. They have righty, righty, lefty coming up. Stan Thomas has pitched well for the Indians. He's a -3 hold and a right-handed pitcher, and that's it. Here comes Stan Thomas. So Rick Waits goes 4 1/3 innings of shutout ball. He is responsible for the runner at second, that runner being Mickey Rivers. And we go to the blue pen. Thomas has pitched quite a bit for the Indians in this bicentennial tournament. He can go 4 innings in relief. He is a -3. E14. So they got what they needed out of Rick Waits. They wanted Waits to get Rivers. He could not. And here comes Stan Thomas. And while he has his warm-up tosses, Al, Red Sox fan, will take a sip of water and read the chat. Cutter Historical says, Vikings proving why they're so snake-bit. Oh, are they losing or did they lose? Alternate History 100. I love the way you read the tea leaves, Al. You give some wonderful color off of those dice rolls. Well, thank you very much, my friend. Thank you very much. All righty. Thomas is done with his warm-up tosses. He'll face Thurman Munson. Go-ahead run at second with 1 out. The speedy Mickey Rivers. Munson is 0 for 2. I'm sorry, Willie Randolph. What happened here? Where is Randolph? Did he stick to the back of... Yes, he did. He stuck to the back of the Rivers card. That's the only thing about the Strat cards. It'd be nice if they're slightly thicker, but that's fine. Sometimes they stick together. Well, the APA cards sometimes stick too. I love both the games. They're so much fun. They scratch different itches, and they're wonderful itches to scratch. I also enjoy History Maker Baseball. We'll be bringing that back to the channel in the near future. For now, when we bring it back, just one-off games, probably pitching matchups I like. And then we'll figure out something for a slightly longer project. So Randolph 1 for 1 with a sack bunt, stolen base. Thomas to Randolph, righty-righty matchup. Rivers at second. It's going to go off the Thomas card, right-handed batter, 6-8. A 6 and an 8 is a walk out of ha-has. Let's just look at the 6-8. Son of a gun. And he still would not have had point of weakness yet. It would have been a strikeout. Son of a gun. Well, we played the percentages there, and that did not work out well for the Indians. So that is a walk. Randolph reaches base for a second time. First and second, one out. The only good news for the Tribe is it sets up a double play possibility if Munson can hit the ball hard to someone in the infield. Munson is 0 for 2. He has failed twice in clutch situations. Thomas has the sign from Fosse. The pitch to the Yankee captain, Thurman Munson. Munson, 3-12, and he's going to line into a double play. A line shot, Mickey Rivers way off the bag as Buddy Bell takes a step and a dive to his right from his knees. He doubles up Mickey Rivers as Kuiper takes the throw from Bell and steps on the second base bag. The side is retired. Munson scorches it. What a play by Buddy Bell. So that is a line-out double play. 5-4. A little too anxious was Mickey Rivers. But to be honest, everyone thought that ball was going to go through. Another wonderful defensive play by the Indians' third baseman, Buddy Bell, son of Gus Bell. No relations to Gus the Kicking Mule. So that closes the book on Rick Waits. He goes 4 1/3, no runs. No runs in this game. We go to the top of the 6th. No score here in the Bronx. As Clinton Parks says, Al, sometimes, happens, Al. Sometimes you're Lassie and sometimes you are the tree. Meaning, had I kept Rick Waits in, but it all worked out. A line out. If you're an Indians fan, it all worked out. If you're a Yankees fan, not so much. All right, so let's just finish up our little... I don't keep a lot of stats. I just like to keep the pitching a little bit. So Waits went 4 1/3. Gave up no runs. And he struck out 2. Thomas. And while we do this, we will put out the Jim Plunkett rookie card for the Patriots. All right, so, and get rid of Captain Fantastic's hair that just came off my sweatshirt. So Thomas comes in. 1 out, 5th. Shambles, okay. All righty, that's all in order now. Mr. Plunkett, as Alternate History 100 says, good night, all. Good night, Alternate History 100. Thank you for joining us. Make sure to check out and subscribe to his channel. He has done an alternate history. What if the U.S. bought Canada? There'd be a lot less Canadians. Well, I just added a lot less Canadians. I'm just kidding around with everybody. All righty. For the Indians in the top of the 6th against Jim Catfish Hunter, The Tribe will send up Buddy Bell, who started that magnificent double play, followed by Boog Powell and Ray Fosse. Buddy Bell is 0 for 2, a strikeout versus the Catfish. Hunter rocks and deals to Buddy Bell to start off the top of the 6th. Off the Bell card, right-handed pitcher, 3-7. We have a 3, we have a 7. That's a hard hit ball to Fred Chicken Stanley at short. He'll throw to Chambliss. Buddy Bell not having the same success at the plate as he is having with the glove in the field. He's 0 for 3. 1 out, base is empty for Boog Powell. Powell has reached on a walk, also flying out to left to Roy White. Here's a pitch to the former Baltimore Oriole, Boog Powell. Hunter deals Powell a 1-7, right-handed pitcher. 1-7, swing and a miss. Powell tried to untie the game. He tried to uncork one. Looks like he nearly pulled his back out. That is the 4th strikeout for Jim Catfish Hunter. 2 down, base is empty for Ray Fosse. The Cleveland catcher is 2 for 2 with 2 singles, trying to keep the inning alive. Munson goes through the signs. Catfish Hunter nods his head in acknowledgement. He kicks and deals to Ray Fosse off the Hunter card. Right-handed batter, 5-10. We have a 5, we have a 10. That's a ground ball to short and Fred Chicken Stanley. Stanley is a 3E12. That's a 3, and that is a base hit. Stanley took a dive at it, ticks off his glove into left field. Ray Fosse is 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Inning stays alive for Charlie Spikes. Spikes is 1 for 2. Spikes in 1976 did have 3 homers, 11 doubles, 5 triples. Extra bases. If Fosse has an opportunity, they're gonna say, "Go baby, go." Even though he's a slow-footed catcher, with 2 outs, he'll be a +2 runner. They're not holding him on at first, so 1 through 10. The pitch to Charlie Spikes with 2 outs, looking for some 2-out magic off the bat of Spikes. Jim Catfish Hunter and the Yankees have other thoughts. It's a 2-7 right-handed pitcher. 2-7, chance for a single 1 through 6. Instead, it is a line shot, and this time Fred Chicken Stanley makes the leaping catch, robbing Spikes of a hit. The side is retired. Fosse stranded at first. We go to the bottom of the 6th. No score here in the Bronx. What a pitcher's duel. What defense by both teams, though Willie Randolph did commit an error for the Yankees in the New York infield. Stan Thomas back in relief for the starter Rick Waits, who went 4 1/3 shutout innings, striking out 2. He did wiggle out of a couple of jams. Now it's up to Stan Thomas to keep the goose eggs a-going. In the bottom of the 6th, the Yankees will send up Chambliss, White, Nettles, and probably pinch hitter for Otto Velez, most likely Oscar Gamble. Chris Chambliss steps to the left-hander's batter's box. He's 0 for 2, 2 ground outs to the right side, and Dwayne Kuiper. Thomas to Chambliss, righty-lefty matchup. Off the Thomas card, left-handed batter, 5-9. We have a 5, we have a 9. That's a hard hit ball. Guess who? He pulls it again to Dwayne Kuiper, who throws to Powell. 3 ground balls to Kuiper. 3 times Chris Chambliss is out. He is 0 for 3. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. No score. Winner wins the American League East region of the 1976 Bicentennial Tournament. Switch hitting Roy White steps to the plate. He'll bat lefty against the right-handed throwing Stan Thomas. Roy White could easily be 2 for 2. Instead, he's 0 for 2. Magnificent plays on the left side by Buddy Bell the first time and Larvell Blanks the second time. The pitch to Roy White from Stan Thomas. Thomas tosses in a 2-7. Right-handed pitcher, 2-7, hard hit ball to first. Powell tosses to Thomas, 2 down. Scoring at home, 3-1. 2 outs, base is empty for Greg Nettles. Nettles has struck out while also flying out to center and Rick Manning. Nettles can untie this game with a swing from his mighty boom bat. Thomas looks in. He shakes off Fosse. Could that be a mistake? Looks like he's going with a breaking pitch. 2-7. 2-7. Ball 4. Thomas and Fosse wanted that call on the full count. They don't get it. Nettles to first with 2 outs. Do we want to hold him on and cut down Powell's range? He's a 1 through 12. We're going to say no. Powell will play behind him. Otto Velez will not hit. Oscar Gamble is told to grab a bat. And here comes Gamble to hit for Otto Velez, who was no official at bat, 2 walks, and he was thrown out to end the bottom of the 4th when Fosse applied the relay throw, the tag on the relay throw by Blanks. So Oscar Gamble I don't think we're going to we're going to stick with Stan Thomas. Thomas has had good results for the Indians. So Oscar Gamble will pinch hit and stay in as the DH. Otto Velez is done. We could go to Dave LaRoche, as he's pretty much only good for an inning. His point of weakness check will start when he comes in. Let's just check out Dave LaRoche. Who else do we have for a lefty? I think is Tom Busky. He's a righty. Kern is a righty, and he's horrible with the hold. You don't want to bring Kern in a close game, really. Don Hood is a lefty, -6 hold. We're going to stick with Stan. So the Yankees have Chambliss, switch hitter, Nettles. You know what? They're going to go to Dave LaRoche. And that's it for Stan Thomas. LaRoche is really only good for 1 inning. Point of weakness check starts as soon as he comes in. And we're going to go to the purple pen. So while we make this pitching change in a 0-0 game, bottom of the 6th, with 1 out, Nettles at first. 2 outs, Nettles at first. Jim Plunkett comes out. That's the rookie card. for the New England Patriots. Bob B, how you doing? All right. So another pitching change for the Cleveland Indians. I'll get to Bob B's comments in the chat in a moment, as he's playing a tournament, I think, with the Strats greatest team with the gem sets. So we'll read that in a second. All right, so LaRoche is a lefty. And he is immediately, he can only go one inning because of the innings he's thrown in the 2 games so far. He's thrown 6 innings in these 2 games. And the way I do that for both teams. Two outs, 6th. Gamble comes in. He'll stay in at DH. Gamble's a 1 through 14. C's across the board. C Steelers, C bunters, C hit and run. And what Dave LaRoche wants to see and the Indians want to see is Gamble make the 3rd out. Jim Plunkett goes back to his seat to watch the game. Bob B says, I finally started my Strat Greatest Teams tourney today. 72 Reds beat the 54 Indians 7-1 in Game 1 Best of 7 series using gem set teams. So they thumped this. So who pitched for the Indians? Was it Lemon or Feller? And who pitched for the Reds? 72. God, who would have pitched for the Reds? Billingham, maybe? Finner 27 joins us. Oh, Early Win and Gary Nolan. Okay. In that pitching matchup for Bob B. Early Win for the Indians, Gary Nolan for the Reds. Finner 27 says, good evening, Al. Nice to see you on. I'm looking at getting Strat Hall of Fame set. Oh, you can make your own teams with those. Those are fun sets. I have sets similar to that with History Maker Baseball, where you make your own teams. I just always, it's so tough to make my own teams because I'm like, oh, I want to do it this way. I want to do it that way. Sometimes what we got to get back to the King of the Hill sort of tournament we did, where we just played 10 guys. You pick 11 guys. I think we play with an extra hitter too. The pitcher has to pitch. There's no relief pitching. You have to pitch because they're all great players. And I just would like put first baseman, position of the cards, flip them over and just go count them out and just make the teams. I did that. And then I decided I want to kind of like 80s versus 70s kind of thing and so on and so forth. Razor, how you doing? He says, I'm down to the final 4, my best team of 1969. Who are your final 4 teams? I'd be interested to see if the Mets made it. As Razor retracts his message. You didn't have to retract your message. All right. So Dave LaRoche is done with his warm-up tosses. He'll face the pinch hitter, Oscar Gamble. Otto Velez walked twice. Lefty-lefty matchup. LaRoche to Oscar Gamble. It's going to go off the Gamble card. Lefty-lefty, 2-7. 2-7. Gamble strikes his ball to center. Going back is Manning at the track. He makes the catch. The side is retired. The 2-out walk doesn't hurt. We can close the book on Thomas. Stan Thomas he didn't go as far as we thought he was going to go. Stan Thomas went 1 inning. Because 2/3. No, he went an inning and a third, excuse me. Because Stan Thomas got 2 outs in the 6th. So he went an inning and a third. Wait a second. 2 outs, 2 outs. Yep, inning and a third. Gave up no runs, no strikeouts. We go to the top of the 7th. No score here in the Bronx. Again, point of weakness check for LaRoche when he comes back out. Catfish Hunter looking to throw up another goose egg. Razor says, it's my best of the 60s tournament. Oh, okay. Best of the 60s tournament. Final four, 61 Yanks, 60 Pirates, 62 Giants, 68 Tigers. Nice. Are you playing best of 7? Okay. Let's put these here for a second. And blue pen over here. Purple pen. Okay. Catfish Hunter's done with his warm-up tosses. Yankees throw it around the infield, get it back to Hunter. Razor says, yes, best of 7. Cool. Using Strat. Due up for the Indians in this scoreless game for the East Region 1976 Bicentennial Tournament Region Championship. Who shall advance to the Final Four? Well, we'll find out. Kuiper, then the top of the order, Manning, blanks. If anyone gets on, Rico Cardi. And Razor is using Strat. Here's Dwayne Kuiper. He's 0 for 2. Hunter to Kuiper, righty-lefty matchup. Off the Catfish Hunter card, left-handed batter, we have a 4-9. 4-9 popped up right side. Waiting for it to come down is Chambliss. The Yankee first baseman makes the catch. Dwayne Kuiper is 0 for 3. Top of the order, Rick Manning. Manning has singled twice, though he's reached 3 times due to the error by Willie Randolph. So he's 2 for 3. Munson sets the target. The pitch to the left-hand batting center field for the Indians, Rick Manning. Off the Manning card, right-handed pitcher, 1-7. A 1 and a 7. Look at all that good stuff, except he hits it hard right towards the second baseman, Willie Randolph. Randolph knocks it down, picks it up, throws to first. They just nip Rick Manning by a step. 2 down. So let's double check that. That's a 1-7. That's a column you want. Unfortunately, that 7 is a ground ball A. First time Manning will not reach the bases. 2 outs, base is empty for Larvell Blanks. He has 2 sack bunts, and he is grounded to third. Banks digs in the right-hander's batter's box. Hunter takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. He rocks and deals to Blanks. 3-5. Blanks hoping not to shoot Blanks. Right-handed pitcher. We have a 3. We have a 5. Swing and a miss. He was shooting Blanks on that one. Jim Catfish Hunter gets them 1, 2, 3 in the top of the 7th. Records his 5th strikeout. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Scoreless here in the Bronx. The winner goes to the Final Four. The winner takes the American League East region of the 1976 Bicentennial Tournament. Dave LaRoche, a tired arm and all, comes out of the pen to close the Yankees down in the bottom of the 6th. He'll look to do it again in the 7th. Point of weakness check once again for LaRoche. LaRoche came in to get the pinch hitter Oscar Gamble to fly out to Manning in center. The Yankees will send up to the plate to face LaRoche, Piniella, Stanley, then the top of the order, Mickey Rivers. The pitch to Sweet Lou Piniella, who's 2 for 2, a single and a double. Off the LaRoche card, right-handed batter, 4-7. We have a 4, we have a 7. Piniella reaches on the walk. So Piniella's reached base 3 times. He's an E stealer, won't be held on. Stanley is an A bunter. He will bunt. They'll play for the bunt. He'll become a B bunter. The pitch, Stanley squares. That's a 6. I know it's a good bunt. I believe it's bunted to third. We've rolled quite a few 6s on a B bunt. Advancing to second on the sac bunt by Stanley is Piniella. So a 6B. Buddy Bell makes the play on the bunt, throws to first. So we'll just say sac. And we're going to call the wheel play on that because Powell was charging too. So we're going to say sac 5-4. As the second baseman was covering the first base bag. 1 out. Piniella's at second. He's a 1 through 11 runner. With 2 outs, he'll become a +2, 1 through 13. Top of the order, Mickey Rivers. We're not going to pinch run for Piniella right now, though the Yankees have already had a runner thrown out at the plate. Spikes is a -2 in right, Manning a -1 in center, Hendrick a -2 in left when it comes to arms. I don't really want to take Piniella's bat out of the game. As they say, we shall roll the dice. Mickey Rivers has walked, grounded out, singled. He's also stolen 2 bases. The pitch to Mick the Quick in a lefty-lefty matchup from Dave LaRoche. Point of weakness check, remember, for LaRoche. That's a 1-8 lefty-lefty. 1-8 ground ball to second. Ground ball B. I believe they'll force Piniella at second. The relay throw not in time. Rivers is safe at first. So Piniella, oh, I'm sorry. Piniella is at second, excuse me. He'll hold at second. Let's look at this again. 1-8, lefty-lefty. 1-8, ground ball, second B. So he goes to third. The ball's hit to the right side. I believe they corrected that ground ball B. It's a mistake. In my opinion, it's overlooked in the advanced game. Ball hit to the right side. Runner goes to third. So 2 outs. Making the play is Kuiper. Piniella 90 feet away from giving the Yankees a 1-0 lead. LaRoche will now face Willie Randolph. Do they stick with LaRoche? LaRoche has pitched a lot of innings. They're going to stick with LaRoche. I don't want to go to Kern here. He's a +5. Not that Piniella is going to steal, and he's at third. Randolph wants to get that 3, 1, or 4 column off the pitcher. Oh, I don't know about this. I think we can go to Kern here because there's no one on to steal. Here comes Kern. Here comes Kern. That's it for LaRoche. Indians pulling out all the stops to take this East Region final in the American League of the 76 Bicentennial Tournament. So LaRoche is done. Again, he was pitching with a tired arm. LaRoche is responsible for Piniella at third. And we're just going to go back to the black pen. It's going to be Kern And Kern is good for 4 innings, but I don't think we're going to keep him in too long because of this. Oh, his hold is 0. Why did I think he was a +5? His hold's a 0. Excuse me. His hold is a 0. I think that with the Brewers pitchers were god-awful with their hold ratings. So his hold is a 0. And he's good for 4 innings in relief. And while we do that, here comes Jim Plunkett. Well, I like to do it my way, as you know, Bob B. Thank you very much for the compliment. I'm glad you enjoy it. I enjoy it. The fourth pitcher for the Indians, third out of the bullpen. And it's going to be Kern. Okay. And Kern is coming in with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Again, everyone should play the game the way they like it. I mean, it's not life or death. You're not playing in a tournament. Obviously, if you're playing in some sort of tournament, there's rules. I play within the framework of the rules the way I like to play. And I don't think it affects the results of the game, in my opinion. Yes, this Razor, this is a Jim Plunkett rookie card I got off eBay. Very reasonably priced. I didn't get the, but it's pretty nice. I didn't get the mint one, but it's a Topps 1972 card. So it's I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can. 71 stats. And I like Jim Plunkett, always have. I was very happy when he won 2 Super Bowls. I'm not a big fan of the Raiders, but I like Jim Plunkett. And the reason why I'm not a big fan of the Raiders is basically I hate Jack Tatum. If you're a Patriots fan, you know why. All right, so Jim Kern, the doc, is done with his warm-up tosses. He'll face Willie Randolph. Yankees have the go-ahead run 90 feet away in Lou Piniella. Fosse goes out to have a word with Kern, and Jim Plunkett will go back to his seat in the stands. Fosse back behind the plate. Kern is ready. Piniella takes his lead from third, clapping his hands. Billy Martin screaming for Randolph to get a hit. The pitch from Kern to Randolph, righty-righty matchup. Will Randolph knock in the first run of the ball game for either team? It is a 2-8. 2-8. Hard hit ball to short. Blanks ranging towards second. Has it. Throws to first. They get Willie Randolph. The side is retired. Kern does his J-O-B. So Blanks to Powell, 6-3. Piniella stranded at third. We go to the top of the 8th. Still scoreless here in the Bronx. It seems like 1 run will do it. And again, let's double check this. It's a 2-8 righty-righty matchup. 2-8 ground ball short A. As Razor says, yes, Daryl Stingley. You are correct, Razor. Because I like John Madden. I liked a lot of Raiders. I loved Ken Stabler. I didn't root for the Raiders, mind you. But I hate Jack Tatum. I know he's dead. I hate him. I don't like the way he played it up. Dr. Death and all that crap. I don't give a shit if he did or didn't apologize. I still don't think he really apologized. I'm not saying he did it on purpose, but the way he acted, it was such a dirty hit, too. And again, that's the way they hit in the 70s, but it's the way he acted after. He was always an a-hole, and that just proved what an a-hole of a human being he was. Again, I didn't know the man personally, but from what I saw, a-hole. If I was the Patriots, the next time they played him, I would have put a bounty on his head, break his leg. Would have gladly, if I was the owner, gladly pay the fine for whatever player did it. If he got suspended, would have paid him I would have still paid him, even if I had to put him on the payroll in a different job. They should have broke his leg the next time they played him. And that's why I never rooted for the Raiders, but was very happy about Jim Plunkett. Very nice man, Jim Plunkett. All right, top of the 8th. Catfish Hunter, point of weakness check doesn't start till the 9th. He will face Cardi, Hendrick, Bell. If anyone gets on, Boog Powell in this 0-0 game. Best out of 3, 1 game to 1. The winner takes the American League East region and will advance to the Final Four of the 1976 Bicentennial Tournament. Hunter to Rico Cardi. Cardi is 0 for 3 off Jim Catfish Hunter. Hunter deals Cardi a 2-4 off the Cardi card. Right-handed pitcher. 2-4. Rico Cardi is going to send this deep to center. 1 through 12. It's gone. Oh, he just misses a go-ahead homer by inches. So a 2-4 righty-righty matchup. Home run 1 through 12. We rolled a 16. It is a double. Yankees fans breathe a sigh of relief. Now, Cardi is very slow, but he's a good hitter. George Hendrick is a C bunter, but I always think that they play for the bunt, but I don't think Hendrick would be bunting in this situation. He's swinging the stick. Do you pinch run for Rico Cardi and take that bat out of the lineup? I say no. I say no. Here's the pitcher, George Hendrick. 4th time Hendrick has come up with a chance to knock a runner in from second. Can he do it? Is the 4th time the charm? Hunter to Hendrick. Off the Hunter card, righty-righty matchup. That's a 6-10. A 6-10 is a shallow fly ball to right. Coming in is Piniella. He makes the catch, fires it back in. Cardi stays at second. Let's double check that. Right-handed batter off the pitcher's card, 6-10. 6-10 fly ball, right fly ball. See, it's a shallow fly. Oh, wait. My faux pas. No, yes, it's a shallow fly ball. Cardi stays at second with 1 out. Here's Buddy Bell. So Hendrick is now 0 for 4 with runners at second. Buddy Bell has an opportunity. He's 0 for 3. He's struck out once. Hunter to Bell, righty-righty matchup. Off the Hunter card, 4-10. 4-10. This is a play for Thurman Munson. Again, let's double check. 4-10. Play for Munson. Munson is a 1-E3. Very good defensive catcher. That's a 5. He's a 1-E3. So what happens here, and a lot of people don't like this, and I kind of agree in a way. What it is wild pitch and then a pop out to Munson. Because it's a wild and POP. That's a pop out. That's the way I play that. So Cardi advances to third. Bell on the next pitch pops out to Munson in front of the plate. So 2 outs. Boog Powell steps to the plate. The Indians, what a tight game. They now have the go-ahead run 90 feet away. The Yankees had it 90 feet away in the bottom of the 7th. but Kern was able to get Randolph out. Well, Bob B, everyone likes to play the game their way. So, however someone likes to play the game, how JC likes to play the game or Dave Gardner likes to play the game, that's the way they like to do it. And, everyone likes to play differently. And it's okay. It's okay. I like to do things a little different than other people. So, where were we? It's Boog Powell. Boog really needs to get that 2 column. The 2 column, 1, 2 here, and the 6 column there. Can Boog Powell get his first hit? He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Cardi will score, obviously on a hit. Hunter to Powell. Can he give the Indians the lead? The pitch to Powell from Jim Catfish Hunter, 4-8. It's a walk. Oh, Powell walks for a second time. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. And these are some of the 2 slowest runners in Major League Baseball in 1976. Ray Fosse comes to the plate. Fosse is 3 for 3 off Hunter, first and third. The Yankees, here comes Billy Martin. I know he's a lefty, but Sparky was tough on righties. I mean, Sparky's pretty good. What a trade the Red Sox made. Danny Cater. We got Danny Cater for Sparky Lyle, the Yankees got. Wonderful trade. Love it. 23 saves. He only allowed 5 homers. Dick Tidrow has pitched okay for the Yankees. He allowed 5 homers, 10 saves, 2.63. Lyle's a 2.26 with ERA. I think they would go. I think you got to go with your best. I think you got to go Sparky Lyle here. I got to think about this for a minute. I got to think about this. I mean, Fosse, if Fosse gets the 2 column, that's a good column either way. The 3 column has a little more pop against lefties. But again, Fosse has a good 1-3. They're going to stick with Jim Catfish Hunter. They're going to stick with the righty-righty matchup. They feel, Billy Martin says, get him, Catfish. He's due, and you're going to get him. They feel Fosse's 3 for 3. And what are the odds of him going 4 for 4? We're going to find out shortly when I roll these dice. And again, I appreciate the nice comments, Bob B. Okay, we're sticking with Jim Catfish Hunter. Can he retire Fosse for the first time? 2 outs, top of the 8th. Runners on the corners. Rico Cardi at third. Boog Powell at first. Hunter to Fosse. 2-9, and this time he gets Ray Fosse. Hunter with an off-speed pitch. Right-handed pitcher. Again, I'm going to make sure because I've made mistakes. And thank God for the chat picking up on them. This is a 2-9. Slow chopper to second. Randolph charges. They get the slow-footed catcher at first. Randolph to Chambliss. The Indians fail to score once again. The first time Fosse is retired. We go to the bottom of the 8th. No score here in the Bronx. So Catfish Hunter has gone 8 scoreless innings. though the Indians sure had their chances. As Dave Gardner's joined us, just tell us how you really feel, Bob. And again, everyone plays the games the way they like, and it's A-OK. So Spikes will lead off the top of the ninth for the Indians. Kern will stay in to pitch. He'll face Munson, Chambliss, White. So again, just remember, everyone plays the way they want. It's okay. Anyone can watch whoever they want to watch. That's okay too. We're a community. I'm going to be honest, this community is a lot better than it used to be when myself, Dave Gardner, and Ron Jeckett, when we were just watching. When no one talked to nobody. So, here's Thurman Munson. Munson is 0 for 3. His last at bat, he lined into a double play when Buddy Bell made a diving stop to his right from his knees through to Kuiper. They doubled up Rivers at second to get the Indians out of a jam. Kern to Munson to lead off the bottom of the 8th. Off the Munson card, right-handed pitcher, 2-3, 2-3, single to center. 2-3, single to center. Munson's at first. He's a C stealer. They'll hold him on. That will bring up the left-hand batting Chris Chambliss. Indians have action in their pen. Kern on a very short leash. Chambliss has grounded out 3 times to Kuiper at second. Kern looks to first. Now in at Fosse behind the plate. The pitch to Chris Chambliss, left-hand batting, first baseman for the Yankees. Kern deals a 2-6. 2-6. Right-handed pitcher. That's a hard hit ball to Powell. Powell pivots, throws to Blanks. Relay throw to Kern. Double play. 2 gone in the bottom of the 8th. The Indians continue to flash the leather in the infield. So we had a 2 and a 6 right-handed pitcher. And that is a ground ball A. Again, it goes Powell to Blanks to Kern, covering first. 2 outs. Base is empty for Roy White, the GOAT, who turned himself into a hero in Game 1 with the walk-off, lead-off homer in the 17th inning to give the Yankees a 6-5 victory. Cleveland won 2-1 in Game 2, thanks to a horrific error by Mickey Rivers in center. Morris Johnson says, let's play 15 tonight, Al. Morris, were you here for the 17-inning game? I think you were. Well, let's see. Who can remember what Al Red Sox fans said when Roy White hit the home, when we had a roll for the homer too? What did Al Red Sox fans say when he hit the homer? So 2 outs. Kern to Roy White, switch hitter batting lefty. Yes, we did do the double switch. You are correct, Morris. I remember. Now I remember. I'm old. I start to forget things. That's a 3-6 to Roy White. Right-handed pitcher. 3-6, fly ball to right field. That's right, Carlos May, Morris. Fly ball to right field. We're going to go to the top of the 9th, still scoreless. Making the catch is Charlie Spikes. And again, that's a 3-6 right-handed pitcher. 3-6. Yep, fly out to Spikes. Top of the ninth. Catfish Hunter, point of weakness check. He's going to face Spikes, who's 1 for 3, and Kuiper, who's 0 for 3. Top of the order, Manning. Probably you won't face Manning. Manning is 2 for 4, been on base 3 times due to the error by Randolph. Top of 9. For Catfish Hunter, point of weakness check. Hunter has 8 shutout innings. Both teams and pitching staffs. Now, it's been all Hunter for New York. For the Indians, it's been Waits, Thomas, LaRoche, and now Kern. They've wiggled out of messes. Hunter to Charlie Spikes. Looking to spike one out of the Bronx in the house that Ruth built. 2-6. Righty-righty matchup. 2-6. Ground ball back to Hunter. He knocks it down calmly. Moves to his left, picks it up, tosses to Chambliss. Spikes is retired. He's now 1 for 4. Scoring at home, that's 1-3. 1 out here in the top of the ninth for the Indians. Dwayne Kuiper, 0 for 3. The windup and the pitch from Hunter to Dwayne Kuiper, 4-6. Left-handed batter. Off the Catfish Hunter card, 4-6. Well, it's going to be a hit. If it's a 1, it's a double. It is a single to center. Kuiper records his first hit. A hit and a walk, or 2 hits and a walk. Catfish Hunter hits point of weakness. And that could be it for Jim Catfish Hunter. Here's Rick Manning. And that's it for Jim Catfish Hunter. Now the Yankees will go to Sparky Lyle. What an epic series this has been. The storytelling. It's just been amazing, these 2 games. And now game 3. Sparky Lyle comes in. And while we make the change, our celebrity guest, Jim Plunkett, will come out on the field once again. This is the first pitching change for the Yankees. Here's Jim Plunkett. Rookie card, 1972 Topps card, 1971 season. And I believe this is him in uniform for like the all-star game in college, like either the East-West or the North-South or the Blue-Gray. I think they called it the Blue-Gray game. And they had an East-West game too, I remember. I don't think they have that stuff anymore. Did the Vikings lose tonight? I'm assuming they lost. Our good friend Cutter Historical, Jeff, put something in the chat how they're snake bitten. Okay, so Catfish Hunter is done. We're going to go blue for Sparky Lyle. The Vikings did lose. All right, the Rams won. I was pulling for the Rams. That's a team you don't want to face in the playoffs. That's a good offensive team with their defense is okay. But man, they can, I don't know what the score is, but they can put up points when they have to. Oh, over here, Sparky Lyle. So Lyle's a lefty. And Lyle's good for 2 innings. Yankees bullpen is well rested. The only person who was tired really in the Cleveland bullpen was LaRoche, and we already used him. Lyle. 1 out in the 9th. Rams won 27-9, Bob B believes. Yeah, the Rams are a tough team. It would not surprise me. I was telling Nurse Teresa when they started to get hot in the season, I said when they were banged up early and they got some of their players back, I said, you don't want to, if they make the playoffs, this is going to be like Detroit about 3 years ago, but Detroit just missed the playoffs. You do not want to play them. I mean, you'd rather play them than not be in the playoffs, but I'm just saying. The 9th. Wow, Rams 8 or 9 sacks on Darnell. He must have thought he was playing with the Jets again. So Sam Darnell's Cinderella season comes to an end. All right, Sparky Lyle. Jim Plunkett goes back to his seat here at the stadium in the Bronx. 1 out. Dwayne Kuiper will be held on at first as he's a C Steeler. So Chambliss's range goes from a 3 to a 4. I got to remember that. Lyle, in 1976, as he enters this game, finishes his warm-up tosses. 7 and 8, as I stated, 2.26 ERA, 23 saves, allowed 5 homers, struck out 61, walked 42. Manning digs in. Manning 2 for 4, 2 singles. He reached on a Randolph error and then grounded to Randolph. Lyle is ready. Munson sets the target. The speedy Kuiper at first being held on, so it'll be a -1 advancing on base hits. Now the pitch to Rick Manning. Lyle deals Rick Manning a 3-7 lefty-lefty matchup. 3-7, a slight chance of a single or a great diving stop to his right by Nettles. So 1 through 4, it's a single. It's a great diving play by Greg Nettles. From his knees, he throws to Randolph at second. They force Kuiper 2 away. Fielder's choice allows Manning to reach. So the speedy Rick Manning is now at first. Hunter's out of the game. I haven't really filled in over here. I'll just look at the pitcher's card. But we'll do Lyle here. We ran out of room, really. I mean, we could go at top, but not a big deal. So Lyle's a -1 hold. 4E28. Okay. 2 outs for Larvell Blanks. Blanks 2 sack bunts. And he's 0 for 2 with a ground-out strikeout. Another great play by Greg Nettles at third. Morris Johnson says, more shots of Plunkett watching than Taylor Swift. You are correct. I like Jim Plunkett much better than Taylor Swift. All right, Manning is a 1 through 16, 2 outs. They're going to play behind him, so they're going to give him the +2, 1 through 18. Lyle, the lefty, to the right-hand batting shortstop of the Indians, Larvell Blanks. Off the Lyle card, right-handed batter, 6'9". 6'9", ground ball to short and Fred Chicken Stanley. Stanley, range error check, 3E12. That is bad. That's a hit. Short, 3. And we rolled a 2. That's a single, 2 stars. Manning is held at third, obviously. Larvell Blanks picks up his first hit. First and third, 2 outs. Lyle will now face Rico Cardi. Remember, we didn't pinch run for Cardi. You're not taking the man out. With 23 saves, you'll face Rico Cardi. Cardi was 0 for 3, just missed a go-ahead homer by inches when he hit the ball to dead center here at Yankee Stadium. Wound up at third after a double and a wild pitch. Now Cardi with Manning at third, Blanks at first, no score, 2 outs top of the ninth, as we forgot to record the 0 here. Can put the Tribe ahead. Lyle looks in, has the sign for Munson. The pitch to Rico Carty, 2 outs. Indians on the corners. 2's gone wild. It's a 2-4. 2-4. Rico. Oh, wait. I foobarred. Left-handed pitcher. 2-4. It's still bad. The Indians will take the lead. 1 through 11, they'll take a 3-run lead. And actually, with a double, that's to center. We're going to run on. It could be a 2-run lead. No matter what, the Indians will take the lead here. Rico Carty trying to go deep again. 6. It is gone. Rico Carty is Rico Suave. Ricola. Let's 2-4. Left-handed pitcher. 1 through 11. It's gone. Reroll to 6. Bippity boppity boom. Boom goes the ball. Rico Carty touches them all. 3-0 Indians with 2 outs in the top of the ninth. To the moon, Alice. To the moon. You can hear a pin drop here in the Bronx. Unless you're in that Indians dugout, which with tremendous joy and jocularity, as Father Mulcahy would say on MASH. A 3-run homer by Carty. He just missed one in his last at-bat. The sliders stayed a little flat for Sparky, and Carty jacks it out. 3-0 Indians. Could the Indians be the Cinderella team? It sure looks so at the moment. Razor says Carty is money. So Carty cashes in. Sparky Lyle can't believe it. Failure to turn the double play keeps the inning alive to allow Blanks to single. 3 runs batted in for Carty. 3-0 Indians. 2 outs, top of the ninth. Billy Martin going insane. Martin says, I want to win this Bicentennial tournament. It's not looking good for Martin and the Yankees. George Hendrick, who failed miserably in 3 attempts with the runners at second. 4 attempts. Struck out twice, flew out twice. No outs. Lyle to Hendrick. 1-4. 1-4. Hard hit ball right back at Lyle. Lyle snares it. Tosses to first. The side is retired. But Sparky Lyle, the closer for the Yankees, does not get the job done. Gives up a 2-out, 3-run homer to Rico Carty, who's so suave. 3-0 Indians. We go to the bottom of the ninth. The Yankees need 3 to tie, 4 to win. Are we making any changes for the Indians defensively? No. Wow, so Sparky Lyle is the GOAT right now. Morris Johnson says Martin just got fired by George Steinbrenner. Do we stick with Doc Kern? Holy cow, 3-0. What a great series this has been. Nettles, Gamble, lefty, then Piniella. We're going to stick with Kern. Sticking with Kern. The Yankees need something big here. Billy Martin threatening to execute everyone on the team. As he literally says, it is life or death. Is there any Frosty the Snowman in those Yankee bats? "15 saves." Yeah. Kern has struggled in this tournament. He's either pitched really good or mediocre. He hasn't pitched bad. He did get the loss in game 1, but he pitched, Jesus, did he pitch 5 innings? He pitched 6 innings in game 1. He gave up the solo homer to Roy White. Grant you, 5 of those 6 innings were shutout innings. So here's Kern trying to get his revenge in the final 3 outs that will lift the Tribe to the American League East Region Championship Final 4 appearance in the Bicentennial Tournament of 1976. Kern to Nettles. Nettles is 0 for 2 with a walk, a strikeout, and a flyout. It's going to go off the Kern card. 6'8", left-handed batter. 6'8", swing and a miss. 1 down. As I have the wrong colored pen. Nettles goes down swinging. Kern and the Indians 2 outs away. Oscar Gamble, who pinch hit for Otto Velez. Velez walked twice. Gamble flew out to center. He's 0 for 1. Kern wants that ball quickly. He has the sign from Fosse. Kern and the Tribe looking to scalp the Yankees. Here's the pitch to Oscar Gamble. 2-9, right-handed pitcher. 2-9, chopper to second. Kuiper has it over to Powell. 2 away. The Yankees are down to their final out. Lou Piniella. Piniella is 2 for 2 with a walk. He's singled, he's doubled, and as I stated, walked. Yes, the Indians will be the first team to advance to the Final 4. We will then play the, well, let's not count our TPs before they hatch. They still need 1 more out. Crazier things have happened on the way to the Coliseum. So we will then play the American League West, the same style, best of 3. We will then play the National League East, then the National League West, and get our Final 4 teams. Okay. It's up to Lou Piniella. Kern to Piniella. Can Piniella keep hope alive? Off the Kern card, right-handed batter, 6'8". 6'8", hard hit ball to third. 6'8", yep, hard hit ball to third. One more time. 6'8", hard hit ball to third. Bell is up with it. He throws to Powell. The Yankees are eliminated. The Indians, the number 4 seed in the American League East, take the East Region Final of the American League. 3-0, 2-1. Billy Martin, totally dejected in the dugout. The Indians, thanks to a 2-out, 3-run homer in the top of the 9th off the bat of Rico Cardi. The pitch dealt by the closer, Sparky Lyle. Unbelievable series. The Yankees are knocked out of the Bicentennial Tournament. So your American League East Region winners, first to enter the Final 4, to advance to the Final 4, the number 4 seed Cleveland Indians, who went 81-78. I think we did the right decision by starting Waits, the lefty, who kept them in the ball game. Wow, that is awesome. All right, so your losing pitcher is Sparky Lyle. Hunter. Oh, actually, is he the losing pitcher? Hold on a second. No, your losing pitcher is Catfish Hunter. Hunter. Kuiper, Spikes, Hunter. Kuiper, Hunter, he singles, but he is out. on the force out. No, your losing pitcher, I am right, is Sparky Lyle. So Sparky Lyle's a losing pitcher. Hunter went 8 1/3. No runs. Lyle went 2/3 of an inning. 3 runs, all earned, and a homer off the bat of Rico Cardi. Your MVP, well, we're giving it to Rico Cardi. And we're giving it to Rico Cardi. Honorable mention, obviously, to the defense of the Cleveland Indians and the bullpen pitching of the Indians. So Rico Cardi, MVP. Well, 3-run homer. I almost said walk-off. Kern is the winning pitcher. There you have it. Wow, what a series, what a game. Rick says, congratulations to manager Frank Robinson. Robinson's had a few good games in this tournament. He's got to play against lefty pitchers, though. So the first team to advance to the Final Four of the 1976 Bicentennial Tournament, the Cleveland Indians, to the joy of Tribes fan, Tribes fan, 879, our good friend Tim. Remember to check out and subscribe to his channel for his Gaylord Perry 1972 replay. So as always, I like to say thank you. What a fun game. Wow, the Indians advance. That is awesome. So if you enjoyed the game and the stream, please smack that like button. If you have not subscribed and you wish to do so before I hit the camera, that would be awesome. If you do subscribe, hit the bell for notification when we go live. Also, check out the other wonderful content creators in our community. Sub, like, share them as well as me. And remember, everyone plays the games their own way, and it's perfectly fine. And it's okay to, if you watch who you want to watch, that's cool. Everyone plays the game their own ways for their own enjoyment. I would like to say thank you to Morris Johnson, Razor, Joel Horlin, Rick, Bob B, Highlight Heyday. Continue to scroll up, and I appreciate everyone's time. Dave Gardner, Finner 27, Alternate History 100, Clinton Parks, Cutter Historical, our good friend Jeff, Christopher Slovak, Legends Sports Universe, Mike Terranova at Psalm 76, D. Scott Howard, the Goat Whisperer, Mark Jones. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, greatly appreciate everyone's time. It's very easy to become a member of the FOC, friends of the channel, friends of the community. Just subscribe to my channel and community members channel. Come back where everybody knows your name, and we're glad you came. And if you subscribe, don't be afraid to step in the press booth, aka the chat. So the Indians win 3-0 on a 2-out homer in the top of the 9th off the bat of Rico Cardi. Losing pitcher Sparky Lyle. Winning pitcher is Jim Kern for the Indians. The Indians win the American League East region of the 1976 Bicentennial Tournament. First team to advance to the Final Four. They await the winner of the American League West, which will start up in the very near future. I think we'll get back to our APA What If American League Championship Series. Oakland leads that series 2-1 over the Brewers. Oakland took the first 2 games. The Brewers took the third game. Will it go 5, or will the A's close it out? And will Billy Martin be happy about that as he manages the A's of 1981? Right? That was a strike year, 81. Yes, 81 was a strike year. So, all right. Stay safe, be smart, treat people the way you want to be treated. God bless. I love you all. Till next time, enjoy and peace.